All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in. Just getting some settings fixed up here. All right, folks, we should be good to go. Give you a look here at your Clarington Flames warming up. Victoria Lee Joyce getting the start for this game against the Rock Badgers. So we are running 15 minutes ahead in the tournament, so both teams able to get on the ice, get started, warm up started.
Do you know how they did in the first game, these guys?
No.
You don't know how they did?
No.
I know how they did.
Yeah.
It wasn't a 4-0 game.
No.
Like,
it was
they
a 2-0.
should have been up 2-0 in the first bit. Anyways. Okay, good. Thanks.
All right, folks. Let's see if these Clarington Flames can come out firing on all cylinders this game and get some offense going. Again, for those, I think we've only got one person tuned in so far. We are starting early, so if you have somebody that you know is tuning in, send them a note. Get them tuned into the game because we are underway. Sorry, folks, our time clock won't get started here, so just work out the bugs and see if we can't get it. Ridding cycling back behind the net. Brock brings that puck down the length of the ice. Wood takes a swipe at it with a stick. She regroups. And sorry, folks, we just got a connection issue with our score bug. So our score clock isn't going to be functioning correctly for this game. Sorry about that. Clarington gets that puck down deep into the Brock zone. Clarington changing up at the time, so Brock gets that puck out to the neutral zone. Luxton trying to dangle in, chips that puck down in. Goes just behind the net. Shot from the point goes just over the net. And they're going to hang on. All right, we're just going to jump in here and see if I can't make a quick adjustment, folks. No, looks like we can't get our score clock fixed, so it's just going to keep running on us, folks. But there's a jam down it in the net, and Victoria's going to hang on, and the defense are going to push those players out of there. A little bit of ping pong here at center ice. There's a shot. Rebound comes out, and Victoria's going to hang on. Wood presses her player up against the boards. Comes around the far side for Preston. Turnover at the side of the net. Play goes back. Wood goes back behind the net for it. She chips that up. Patfield gets it ahead for Luxton. Luxton chips it down the length of the ice. No icing on the play. Badgers now come down the ice. There's a shot on net. That goes just wide. Rings all the way around the boards. And the Badgers are going to start their attack coming back the other way. And Victoria Lejoy with a great save. Keeps that puck out of the net. Play comes around the near side. So again, folks, there's actually 6:26 left to go in this period. Our score clock is not functioning correctly. Sarah DeYoung brings it in over the line. She puts it across in front of the net. Nobody there to give it the extra poke to get it home. Brock now going to chip it out of the zone. That should have been called on the offside, and it is finally blown down on the offside. Just going to try restarting some of our software here, see if we can't get it to reconnect and start working our clock. Brock brings that puck in. They shoot it on Lejoy. Back to the line. Beetham gets it ahead for Strand. Strand has that puck stripped off her stick, and Brock's going to bring it back the other way. Brock gains the line. Coulter's going to force her into the corner, so that shot goes wide. Shot from the sharp angle. Coulter now, she's going to bring it out. Brings it up the length of the ice. Basato now bangs it down into the zone. Puck goes out the far side. Coulter breaks it up in the neutral zone. She plays it ahead for Basato. Can't handle it. Basato now plays it back to the D. Brock's going to dump that puck down into the zone. Clarington brings it around the near side. Just looking to see how many people we got tuned in. So again, folks, those that have tuned in, game did start 15 minutes early, and still 0-0 hockey game. And our score clock is not working correctly, so currently 4:12 left to go in this first period. Luxton's going to bring it in. Little dangle, goes to the backhand, loses the handle. One too many stick handles there for Clarington as they bring it into the zone. So turnover now to Brock. Brock brings it down into the Clarington zone. They work it back to the point. Pass across. That play's broken up by Wood, and she's going to play it out for Rowan. Rowan's going to bring that puck down and get it down deep into the Brock zone. Puck on the far side. Brock starts their fast breakout with some speed. They blow by the first defender. They go cross ice, and that shot just misses the net. Clarington's going to shoot that puck down the length of the ice. No icing, so the chase is on. A little bit of interference from Brock, but they're digging in. And that puck is chipped up and out of play. Face-off will be down in the Brock zone, just to the right of the goaltender. Brock plays it around the near side. Lee pinches down, keeps that puck in the zone. Lee pinches down again and keeps that puck in the zone. Lee doing a great job of pinching down, sealing off those boards and keeping that puck in the zone. Brock's going to shoot that puck down the length of the ice. Okapek going back for it. Icing waved off. Usada with it on the near side. Plays it off the boards, gets it to the point, not out. Strand waiting for the puck to come to her, and the Brock player steps around her, intercepts that pass. Basato going to bring that puck down in, gets it stripped off her stick. Brock tries to play it out. Patfield's going to intercept that. Patfield squeezes her player out along the near boards and it takes that puck away. Preston brings it outside the zone. Now cycles down in low. Got players all over. She's looking for somebody. Back to Patfield. Okapek now goes back for it. She plays it ahead to Luxton. Luxton with a bit of room. She plays the long dangle across the ice, loses her footing.
Yeah.
56 seconds to go here in the opening period. Still 0-0 hockey game. Brock tries to play the long pass out of the zone. Coulter goes back for it. Okapek does a great job tying up her player. So Coulter goes back for it. They play it out of the zone. And we're going to have a power play now for the Clarington Flames with 37 seconds to go in the first period. Puck shot from the point. Rebound comes out. Mahoney with a nice long shot in from the point. Works it over to Wood. Wood brings that puck down in. She gets to the line, fakes the slap shot, takes it down deep into the corner. She puts that puck right out in front. Nobody there to bang it home. Puck gets to the line. Mahoney keeps it in, puts a shot on net. And Brock's going to break up that play and shoot it down the length of the ice. Sorry, folks. We're in a pretty tight quarters here in this arena in Ajax. Well, we have a moment. I'm just going to try restarting all of our software for our scorebug and see if we can't reconnect and get it to work. Okay, so we got things running again. Let's see if this is going to work. And we are able to get our score clock back, so let's jump in and get this quickly reset. Thanks for tuning in, folks. So the score is 0-0. The Flames are going to have a power play for the next minute 23. All right. Looks like we're back in business, folks. So we'll have a score clock again for this period. And there we go. Brock controls the face-off. They're going to bring it down into the Clarington zone. There's a shot on, and Lee Joy's going to hang on for the save. So again, Brock Badgers are on a penalty kill. Face-off comes out of the zone. Brock fires that down deep. Lee goes back for it, brings it up the near side. Lee runs into traffic, so she pushes it out of the zone. Brock now going to regroup and bring it back in. There's a play on Lee Joy. Not sure what happened there in front, but we do have a Clarington player down. I believe 77 for Brock's going to be going to the penalty box. Yeah, so 48 seconds to go in the initial power play for Clarington, and they're now going to have a 5-on-3 power play. So that was Tegan Lee. Looks like something with her hand. She's up and headed back to the bench. Referees discussing, I think, maybe what happened there in front of the net. Okay, referees have had their discussion. So that, I think they just signaled it's going to be the double minor for head contact. So it will be a 4-minute power play for the Clarington Flames. So for those that are connected to the game, please comment, make a comment, tell us where you're from, where you're tuning in from, who you're cheering for. And also please remember to like and subscribe to the Cornerstone Hockey channel. We'll be having some news coming out on the website. So face-off will be down in the Brock zone. Flames are going to have a 4-on-3 advantage for 48 seconds. Face-off comes back to Coulter. Coulter moves it over to Okapek. Okapek's got some room. She moves it down low. Okapek steps in, moves it back down for Luxton. Comes back to the line to Okapek. Okapek takes that shot. That goes just wide. Play comes around the boards, and Brock shovels that puck down the length of the ice. Okapek's going to be the first one back on it. She sets up in the zone. Fires that puck long way down the ice for Luxton. Luxton going to bring it in the zone. Preston down low. Back for Okapek. They got Okapek in the bumper spot, and they got Coulter in the high diamond. Over to Coulter. She's got some space. She steps in, lets that shot go. Play comes around the boards. Over to Okapek. Just comes outside the zone. Okapek's going to chip it off the near boards, and Brock's going to fire that down the length of the ice. Coulter gets taken down in front of the net, and we are going to have another power play. I guess that's the even up penalty because so we'll have 4-on-4 here. Oh, I guess they took both, so 5-on-4. So Clarington still with the player advantage for 2:42, and I think Bree Wood now going to the penalty box as she just ran over the Brock player. face-off down in the Clarington zone. Play 4-on-4. Play out in the neutral zone. Ridding runs into the referee right up along the boards, but she's able to dig that puck out. She's going to bring it into the zone. Right along the near side, Ridding just loses the handle on it. It's going to come out to the neutral zone. The penalty clock's all reset, so everything should be lined up right now with the game clock, folks. So 5-on-4 for a minute 16 when the Flames will go back on the power play. Brock brings it down into the zone. They're setting up. They move it across the crease. That shot. Lee Joyce steers that aside. Beetham brings it up to the neutral zone, but she loses the handle on it. Puck played down the far boards. And that'll be blown down on the offside. Hanthorn's going to bring that puck up herself. Brings it into the zone, and that'll be blown down on the offside. Puck played ahead for Brock. They're going to bring it into the Clarington zone. Lee Joyce steers that puck aside. Strand not able to handle the puck, so Okapek's going to go right on by her. Try to bring that puck out. Hanthorn now with it behind the net. She stops up. No wingers there to move it to. Now Busato gets there and she chips it out of the zone. Because it was 4-on-4, there is icing still on the play. Clarington's going to have the advantage for 37 seconds. Woods, she gets sprung from the box. Battle for it on the near side. Brock moves it around the boards. Brock now gains the neutral zone. They get it into the Clarington zone, dump it in deep. And now both teams back at even strength. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Patfield moves that ahead for Luxton. Brock brings that puck out of the corner. They get a shot on net. And Victoria Lejoy hangs on. Rowan's going to get it at the blue line, bring it in. She gets a shot on net. Bouncing puck, the goalie able to steer that to the side. Puck gets to the line and gets out. Brock's got a breakaway. And they're going to score. Sarah DeYoung's going to bring that into the zone. She's got the shot. That goes wide of the net. Brock's going to take it around the far board. So they reverse, come up the near side. Okapek pinches down for it. Coulter's going to bring that in the zone. Coulter brings it down deep. She puts it behind the net. Okapek stops it at the line, puts it back in. Brock brings it in onside. They drop that puck down in behind the Clarington net. Okapek goes back for it. She moves it up the far boards. Rosado can't get to it. Comes back to Coulter. Coulter's going to dump it out, but it hits the stick of the Brock player. So now Clarington's got some room to make a change. Get some fresh players out there. Brock goes cross ice. They bring it into the high slot. Little dangle, loses the handle on it. And delayed penalty here coming against Clarington. Hanthorne stepped right into her player in the neutral zone, so she'll be off for interference. Things getting a little physical right now. Brock moves that puck back to the point. There's a shot on net. That goes wide. Wood, she's going to fire that puck down the length of the ice. Brock cycles that puck around. Brock continues to cycle that puck on this power play. And Victoria just gets a stick on it at the last minute and keeps that out of the net. Cross ice pass, player on the back door couldn't get in and just missed the net. Preston dumps that puck down the length of the ice. She fell while she was doing it. Brock now with a head of steam. Drives wide. Stop short. They cycle it back to the D. Defense work it down low again. They go cross ice and unable to get a stick on it. Minute 50 to go in this second period. 1-0 hockey game. That'll just about do it for the power play. Both teams back at even strength. Clarington player jumping on the ice. Got to get there in time. And Clarington able to get that puck out of the zone. And that'll get blown down on the icing. Face-off won by the Badgers. They take it back behind their net. Move it out the far side. Now 2-on-2 coming into the zone. Cuts across the middle. And there's going to be a penalty against OWHA for body contact. So things getting kind of physical here. And Clarington taking some unnecessary penalties. Brock cycles around. They got their goalie pulled. Face-off won by Brock. Again, they continue to cycle that puck well in the Clarington zone. They're trying to work it out front. Victoria, she's going to jump on that puck and hang on. Brock with the puck at the point. They work it down low. Brock slides that puck just through the crease, and the player standing on the back door able to bang it home once again. So that'll do it for the penalty, and the Brock Badgers now take a 2-0 lead with 10 seconds to go in the period. And that'll do it for the period. So after 2 periods played, it's 2-0 for Brock. Some costly penalties there by the Clarington Flames.
It's about time. Well, it's about time. It's only been 20 games. Oh, she does.
Did you see that? Didn't have any numbers on in front of the net in the first period?
Yeah.
Is that your daughter?
Yeah.
Is she okay? I haven't even noticed.
Yeah, I was, yeah.
Oh, I got on the deal.
So what do you think?
So I'm looking at it on the little screen, so it's hard for me to see the
I was
detail.
down the other end. I was from the other angle. I just wanted to.
She gave me the look of like, why am I getting a penalty down? So I don't know. I don't know whether they got her on the interference or.
No, I'm gonna get it. Yeah, get out of here. See you later.
Okay.
That's okay.
Brockville brings that puck, Brock Badgers bring that puck down into their zone. There's a good slash by Luxton. No call on the play. Coulter goes in the corner, plays it off the boards. Brock's going to intercept it off the boards, try to bring it out into the high slot. They cycle down. And Lee Joy's going to grab that puck and hang on. Okapek plays that puck out the far side. Basato chips it off the boards. They're going to call that down on the offside. Puck comes out of the zone. Basato chips it in. Brock rifles that puck around to the far side. He'll bring it back to the point. There's a long shot on net. Victoria steers that aside. They work it ahead to Ridding. Ridding puts that puck just wide. Back to the point. Brock's now going to bring that puck down into the Clarington zone. There's a shot on net through traffic. And Victoria Lejoy able to make the save. Trying to bring it out from the side of the net. Puck's loose. There's a scramble in front. Play comes out front, and Victoria Lejoy is going to hang on. A little bit of pushing and shoving after the whistle. Puck played around the far side. Preston chips it off the boards. Victoria with another great save down in front. Clarington not able to clear the zone. There's a long shot on net, and they're going to jam that in as they pick up that rebound. And that's now a 3-0 hockey game for the Brock Badgers. Face off won by Brock. Pulled back, moved up the far side. They're going to dump that down into the Clarington zone. Loxton makes a nice little move to get out of the zone. She tries to make another move and loses the handle on it. There's a long shot on net. That's blocked. Puck goes down the length of the ice. Okapek and Coulter back for it. That's going to get blown down on the icing. So face-off will come down into the Brock zone. Puck comes around the near boards. Coulter's going to go down, try to keep it in. That gets chipped out of the zone. Brock plays that off the far boards. They're going to bring it down. It's going to be a 3-on-2. Okapek steps up right at the blue line, takes that away, but Brock player following right in behind. Usado drops down to give some assistance. Play right at the blue line. Ridding from a sharp angle puts that into the side of the net. Bouncing puck in front. And Brock's going to take over and bring that down the length of the ice. Ridding now, she's going to bring it into the zone. She gets that shot off from the high slot, goes just wide. Ethan gets it in the high slot. They get it in on the net. There's a scramble, but the Brock goalie gathers that up with her glove, and she's going to hang on. Ethan with a shot on net. That goes wide. And that'll get blown down on the icing. Clarington tries to pass it back to the point, but they put it right to the Brock player. And Brock makes it 4-0. Just over a minute to go. And I think that's Luxton going to go to the box for 2 minutes with just over 30 seconds to go in the period. So again, some undisciplined hockey here by the Clarington Flames today. And that'll do it for the game, folks. And at 0-2, folks, that will pretty much do it for the Flames and their championship weekend. We do have one more game tomorrow where they will take on one of the top teams in the province in the London Devilettes. So let's see if they can finish out the last game of the year with a little more heart than they brought in this one. We'll see you tomorrow, folks.